everyone, it's Jennifer from Flux. Welcome back to our 2021 Flux Summer Crochet Along. We are making a bunch of spa themed projects. This is our Summer Spa Getaway collection. And today we're going to be making these cute face scrubby rounds. Now you can use these for a whole bunch of different things. You can use these sort of in place of cotton balls. You can use them to apply products on your face. You can use them for makeup. You can use them for cleaning your face as well. And they are a fun, reusable option to some of the more disposable things. So you can make a whole set of these. Now I've made them in our colors that we're using for our spa collection. Some of the other projects, if you go to the blog, you can find below. And I've made them in this aqua, the purple, and the cream color. So I have a little set here. We're going to learn how to make these step by step and stitch by stitch. They're made in just 2 rounds, super easy. So you'll be able to whip a bunch of them up and you can stack them up and keep them in your spa or bathroom area anytime you need something like that. So we're going to go through and make the piece and then weave in the ends and finish them up. They're super quick. Now, if you haven't joined our Ravelry group and our Facebook group, the links are down below. Those are our crochet along groups. You can meet other makers who are working on the crochet along projects. You can show off your projects, ask questions, and all kinds of fun stuff. It's a really great place to hang out. So hop on over there and check those out as well. So let's get started on our project. The finished sizing for our face scrubby rounds is about 2.5 inches. So they're a nice small size and easy to use. Now, I'm going to make a couple of them. We're going to use all the colors that our other projects are going to be in with the cotton yarn. This is a great project for some scrap yarn as well. I'm going to make one in the aqua colorway, one in the lilac colorway, and one in the ecru colorway. Okay, I'm going to make one of each color. Now, just as a side note, these two are 24/7 cotton like this, but I use this for some other projects in the series, so the labels are off, but it is the same yarn. So we're going to make one in this beautiful aqua color today. And but like I said, it might be helpful to make a big stack of them so as you wash a set, maybe you have some to still use as well. Now, as a side note, before we get started, be sure and join our Ravelry group and our Facebook group. It's just for our CAL makers. So if you're making any of the projects, it's a fun place to hang out. You can meet people who are making the same projects. You can show off your work. You can ask questions. It's a really fun place to hang out. So I'll put the links down below for that as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my yarn and my hook. Now, those of you who tune in to the Flux YouTube channel quite a bit, you may recognize the circle we're about to make. This is the same circle from our happy birthday garland that we made a few months ago. I thought it would be the perfect item to add to our spa collection. So what we're going to do is put a slip knot on our hook first. Wrap the yarn around your fingers to make a loop, bring the yarn behind the loop, reach in with your hook, bring up a loop, and tighten. We're going to begin by creating a ring that we'll be working our stitches into. So to do that, we're going to chain 4. To make a chain, wrap the yarn around the hook and bring it through the loop. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to join in the farthest chain from the hook to create our ring. So go down to that first chain you made and insert the hook, bring up a loop. Now bring that loop through the loop that's already on your hook. And now we have our little ring that we'll be working our stitches into. I'm also going to hold this tail along the edges I work so it'll weave it in as we go along. Now, if you prefer the magic ring, feel free to use that technique instead if you like. Next, we're going to chain 3. So to make a chain, once again, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the loop. That's 1, 2, and 3. Next, we're going to begin our first round. And we're going to work 11 double crochets into the center of the ring. So to make a double crochet, wrap yarn around hook, insert the hook into the center of the ring, and bring up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap yarn around hook, bring through the first 2 loops. Wrap yarn around hook, bring through the last 2 loops. So that's 1. Then we're going to work a total of 11. So that was 1. And then we're going to do 2, still holding that tail along the edge, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now we have all of our spokes on our wheel, if you will. So what we're going to do next is count 3 chains up, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch. So insert the hook into that 3rd chain up. Let me be a little snug. Bring up a loop. Now bring that loop through the loop already on your hook. Okay, and now we have a little circle. Now we're going to put one more round on this, just so we have a little round. This is a little small, so let's put another round on there. So what we're going to do once again is chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and in that same stitch, see at the very base of that chain we just did, work a double crochet. Actually, let me zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. See that at the base right there? Work a double crochet in that very first stitch at the base of your chain 3. And then all the way around in each stitch, so that next stitch that you see, you're going to work 2 double crochets in that next stitch and in every stitch all the way around. So let's do a few together. So 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. And the next stitch, same thing. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. Okay, so you're just going to work 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around, and then once we get to the end, we'll rejoin and I'll show you how to finish it off. Super easy. All right, just working that last double crochet of our round here, and then once again we're going to count 3 chains up and join with a slip stitch to close the round the way we just did. And our little face scrubby or cosmetic round or whatever you like to call it, cotton ball substitute, I don't know, is complete. It was so super easy, and then you'll definitely want to make a bunch of these to have on hand. So let's finish it up. Cut the yarn, and then you're going to fasten off, wrap the yarn around the hook, bring it through the loop, and then that tail that we wove in as we went along in the center, just give it a strong tug and snip. And then you can grab your tapestry needle for the tail on the outside part. And I like to flip mine over. This is the side that faced us while we worked, so that is what they call the right side. This is the back or the wrong side. It's kind of weird to call it the wrong side. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the back of it. So we're just going to go in those stitches here. We're going to go in one direction, and then we're going to come back in the other direction with our tail. I like to do that to lock those tails into place as much as possible. And then grab your scissors and just give it a little snip, and our circle is complete. So I'm going to make a few more in some other colors because I really want to show you what they look like in some of our other Spa collection colors. And I wanted to kind of use all the colors from our collection. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few more of these next. So I went ahead and made these in a few more colors, and now I have a few to make a set to get me started. So that's how you make these cute face scrubby rounds. Now, if you haven't joined our Ravelry group and our Facebook group, again, hop down below to the links, and the links to the groups are down there in the information box, and you can join the group to see what other people are doing. You can ask questions. It's a really fun place to hang out if you haven't joined us yet. So I will see you next week for our next project. And that's all. So have a great week, and thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click the subscribe button and get all the latest Fiber Flux video updates. Thanks again.